Now, the 5 kinds of cost, what we have identified is the cost of ad fraud to advertising. And this is the one where the advertiser is putting money into media and only part of it is actually going to media and part of it is going to just outright fraud. Then we have the cost of that to the business of the advertiser. Then we have the cost of that to the category in which the business is playing. And then we have the cost of that to the national economy of which the category is part of. And then naturally that will have its effect on global economy as well. So let's look at one of the aspects, ad fraud and GDP. If we look at GDP first off, then about 2/3 in US case, for example, about 2/3 is consumer spending, 1/3 is other revenue. Now, before we can really understand this, we need to go back a little and look at involvement theory, saying that some products, those products that have, where the purchase involves where the purchase involves a low level of cognitive, function, let's put it like this, then it's a low involvement product. And when it's high, when the cognitive function required to say, yes, I'm going to buy that, then it's high. That's the simple way of looking at it. And now, if we say that ad fraud is having an effect to a business or GDP through that, then we need to factor that in. And for example, for high involvement categories, it might be as little as 5% is coming from media, but for low involvement, it's easily over 50% is coming from media. So we can see that change is really, dramatic. Our difference is really dramatic. If we put that back to the context of US economy and we assume all consumer spending is low involvement, the cost of ad fraud this year to US economy is 1.2 trillion. Then if it's all high involvement, then it's 120 billion. If it's all moderate, it's 600. My guess is that it's somewhere kind of closer to moderate, but on the side of high, but maybe $500 billion or a few $100 billion, but the cost is tremendous.